Hello, and welcome to another episode of Path to Black Belt. This time, I already done my splits. I started a follow along routine by a dude on YouTube who has a channel called Workouts by David. And this David guy, he's great. He knows a lot about flexibility and stretching, so I already tortured myself for a while so I can't overtrain these muscles. But before I start, I will start some push ups, some handstand push ups, and that kind of stuff, just like usual. And then I will go to the gym and lift weights today. I will do leg day, I will do squats. That's my plan. So let's see what today's stoicism says. Well, I didn't read yesterday, so I just walked in the woods and thought about a Stoic quote I read some other time. Anyway, so I'll do yesterday's as well. The definition of insanity. If you are defeated once and tell yourself you will overcome, but carry on as before, know in the end you'll be so ill and weakened that eventually you won't even notice your mistake and will begin to rationalize your behavior. Ooh, Epictetus Discourses. It's been said that the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. Yet that's exactly what most people do. They tell themselves, today I won't get angry, today I won't gorge myself. But they don't actually do anything differently. They try the same routine and hope it will work this time. Hope is not a strategy. Failure is a part of life we have little choice over. Learning from failure, on the other hand, is optional. We have to choose to learn. We must consciously opt to do things differently, to tweak and change until we actually get the result we're after. But it's hard. Sticking with the same unsuccessful pattern is easy. It doesn't take any thought or any additional effort, which is probably why most people do it. What I've been thinking about, well, I have several bad habits. Uh, I haven't gotten my phone without data yet. I still have a somewhat dependency on it. That's a bad habit. Just be aware of it. It helps to some extent. And the other thing I do, I ate something I was not supposed to do yesterday. That means my breakfast basically had very little carbs. I just ate eggs. And then I had some slices of melon, which is sweet and tasty and also has carbs. But melons are mostly water. So I do things that work. And I have to keep in mind that. I want abs. I want the splits. That means I can only have 1, maybe 2 days tops where I don't torture myself with the splits. Other than that, I torture myself with the splits. At least this workouts by David just kind of helps me get the right warm ups so I can really push myself. Anyway, let's see today's Stoic. You could enjoy this very moment, all the things you're praying to reach by taking the long way around, if you'd stop depriving yourself of them. I didn't get it, but let's see the explanation at the bottom. It's by Marcus Aurelius, by the way. Ask most people what they're working towards, and you get an answer like, I'm trying to become a insert profession. Or they tell you they're trying to get appointed to some impressive committee or position, become a millionaire, get discovered, become famous, whatever. Now you ask a couple of questions. Why are you doing that? Why are or what are you hoping it will be like when you get it? And you find at the very core of it, people want freedom. They want happiness. They want the respect of their peers. A Stoic looks at all this and shakes his head at the immense effort and expense we put into chasing things that are simple and straightforward to acquire. It's as if we prefer to spend years building a complicated Rube Goldberg machine instead of just reaching out and picking up what we want. It's like looking all over for your sunglasses and then realizing they were on your head the whole time. Freedom, that's easy. It's in your choices. Happiness, that's easy. It's in your choices. Respect of your peers, that is too in the choices you make. That one was the most profound one because I'm not a very respected man. All of that is right in front of you. No need to take the long way to get there. But because I don't get much respect or recognition amongst people, I just tend to avoid people and realize that I find happiness in the woods, in solitude, in reflection, in working out, in listening to beautiful classical music or heavy metal, rock. I've been listening to Passiflora today while cleaning my place, and it's like one of the best albums ever by Tobias Forge. Uh, Singer, songwriter, composer of the band Ghost. This guy. And of course, she has influenced me in many ways with his beautiful sounds and interesting songwriting. But now that I stretched enough and read my philosophy, I should start getting some physical work done and putting on some music. I won't put on some Ghost because copyright claim even attacked me for a piano video I recently did. It was I have to shut off the light. It was Visa från Utonmyra by the jazz pianist Jan Johansson. He died in 1968 at the age of 38, so just a little younger than me. He was driving to a gig and then his car crashed. That's how suddenly death can take us, no matter who you are. Even someone important like Jan Johansson, who has influenced me. I love his record, Jazz på svenska. That's like one of my favorites. Jazz in Swedish. Lovely, huh? But I won't listen to either Jan Johansson nor Ghost because I don't want to have copyright claim issues. But there was even a copyright warning at my video Fur Release. Who owns Fur Release? That is something I'm really curious about. Maybe Michael Jackson's next of kin because Michael Jackson he bought the Beatles catalog. I don't know. Somebody owns Fur Release. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The music of today will be something badass because classical music can be very like calming, nice, and beautiful, but it can be tough. It can be strong. It can be intense, like metal. So I start with Mars, Bringer of War, with Holes to the Planet. Well, Venus is right after in contrast, much more mellow. But that doesn't matter. Let's listen to some Mars first, then mellow out to Venus and see how far I get until I'm done working out. Mm. Let's see if I can do a one-handed push-up. I tried this for a while. Ah! This is really cool music. This is literally what I'm all about. By the way, Norway. Yeah, I was up at that hour where I wasn't supposed to be up. Anyway, other arm. Was wrong. My left arm was stronger. It's almost like for some reason the left arm had better coordination. No idea. No, there's nothing more. Let's try the left arm again. It's superior for some reason. I guess that's a technique thing, maybe? I don't know. I want to be a heroic person with a save the earth from dangerous aliens. Kamehameha, all these crazy, amazing techniques. Ah, so far, I haven't been able to produce a Kamehameha wave or a Hadouken yet. One of my dreams. Maybe I just need to train more. Oh, okay, handstand push-ups. I started the hardest exercises, and I'm gonna have leg day, so it's like might as well push the upper body a little bit with this hard calisthenic exercises because I had lots of rest yesterday, despite skipping some sleep because of the match. But it was worth it. Norway won. They kicked Senegal's ass. Yes. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, the handstand push-up race. No, the one arm push-up really took all the strength out of the handstand. I just need the rest. I enjoy this badass music. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually composed a metal song based on it, but I'm not the first one that also did that. Even that those very chords, it even has a similarity with the Nightmare by Led Sevenfold, also one of my favorite bands. So yeah, yeah. Whew. Oh, okay, maybe I should try some push-ups now. Oh, oh, and on my training. Oh. Uh, I just do a couple more sets on this. It's like one arm push-up just took all my strength. Some water. Be right back. Ah, I already worked out for like 40 minutes, because before I even started this, I did all the stretching that I needed to do. Mm. At least I'm keeping track of my habits, so I can strive to become a better man. Yeah, cool, huh? It will just mellow out into Venus. Hmm. Ah, I really like the contrast. Just listen to it. It's perfect for muscular recovery. Hmm. It also makes me think of this old like sci-fi series like Star Trek. When you come to a mystical planet with beautiful women or whatever who all have eternal lives and live amongst flowers and birds and beautiful things. But of course, there's something off about this place. There's something mysterious, something evil, something that is bewitching the crew. I just take this out of thin air, but I think I've seen some kind of episode like that on the original Star Trek. I'm a big fan of Star Trek. I even named the one rock band I actually had a name for Dagger of the Mind after one episode of Star Trek. So yeah, Star Trek is great. Oh, let's sample that. Regular push-ups. Yeah. Let's go to the magical planet. Well, this song is literally about Venus. Venus is actually a hellscape. It's very hot there. It's impossible to do any push-ups there. I would vanish before I even get to do one. I would be vaporized because the surface of Venus can melt lead. But the music of Gustav Holst represents the gods of mythology. So it's the goddess Venus that comes to mind. But still, this music is dedicated to the planet. I wouldn't get that peaceful feeling from being on the surface of Venus. I sometimes struggle with the heat here. Anyway, push ups. Maybe from another angle where I actually see the full depth of the push up. I have to prove that I'm doing a push up and that I'm not doing a shortcut. That's not cool. Tomorrow I have martial art day, so doesn't matter that I put in my upper body today. Martial art day would just be cardio and martial arts, so I have strength for upper body day. But now I have kind of a bonus upper body day, calisthenics upper body training. Oh, Take a little breather again. Read some samurai philosophy, maybe. Almost a half an hour. It's more than half hour, maybe. And I'm still gonna do leg day at the gym. I'm insane. But that is the price I pay because I want to both be good at martial arts, have good cardio, and be strong, and big muscles. All that comes with a price. Your time, your energy. So that really means I'm not only grinding through this, I'm enjoying this. This is my way of life. To be a powerful man, nothing is more important than that to me. And what I mean with power as well is also to make my mental strength better by reading philosophy, by taking walks often. Let me see. More interesting stories about the samurais. Probably not applicable to me, but still fun to read. How to serve as kaishaku. I've heard that Noda Kizaemon Yokiaki once said, when one is serving as kaishaku for a man, a kaishaku is someone who cuts the other guy's head off after seppuku. No, during seppuku, it's like a noble deed to spare him the pain to make his death quicker. That's what kaishaku is. Anyway, let's read about how to serve as a kaishaku. When one is serving as kaishaku for a man who has lost his composure and is crawling around all over the place, one is very likely to bungle things. At such a time, one must first wait patiently until the man manages to pull himself together and not let the chance slip by of doing the deed when the man has somewhat gained possession of himself. That way, one will be able to carry the job through to a fine conclusion. Fantastic! Good thing I don't have to be a kaishaku, that would suck. I don't want to cut people's heads off. Yeah, I don't want to do seppuku either. It's like whatever wrong I have done, I can repay with good actions. Or so I think, but I'm not a samurai. Maybe in my domain, I was like a samurai lord or whatever. Anyway, some more push-ups. Um, and then I do some ab rollouts, and then some bodyweight squats, and then I will just go to the gym. I'll do some pull-ups outside. So, we actually got the Mercury, the messenger. Mm. It's the planet closest to the sun. It looks like the moon. Hmm. Ah, all the planets are cool, you know. You have to remember the order. What's after Mercury? Jupiter! I have to work out at least until Jupiter. Because that's like an epic tune to work out to. What's least more intense than the very mellow Enos. Actually, it's also the idea for a planet. Oh, I'll talk more about it after my rant. Ah, I don't think I should overdo this before squats because squatting with weight actually demands some abdominal power. Ah, so I might as well not take it to failure. But I'll do two more sets. Yeah, the Duolingo thing. I just realized that I got so far in Duolingo now that the lessons are entirely in Japanese. And it was about this guy, one of the characters, the gym teacher Eddie, was bringing his son's homework to his friend Bia, and it was a model of the planets. So, so that's why I thought about it. And he totally fudged up that model because they just look like clouds. And she made a perfect model. Then we realized he made a mistake. You're supposed to make a model of a harbor. And you know what? There was no English in that lesson. This whole story just comes from me knowing Japanese. So that's very interesting. So I should keep practicing Japanese as well. Maybe I'll make a Japanese podcast on YouTube, like with whatever knowledge I have. Oh, Jupiter! Yeah, that's my favorite. Well, it's close to Mars. I also think Venus is pretty cool. And Uranus. No, 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 not Uranus. Neptune. Neptune is like really freaking cool. Does Neptune have a choir singing it? Enjoy Jupiter and the workouts for now. Oh, this is great. One more set. Yes. For my barbell workouts. At least my body is warm, so I don't have to do that many reps with light weights before I get to my working set because my body's pretty warmed up already. I listened to this whole thing live. It's one of the best concerts I've been to, but I have a bunch of favorite concerts. Like several Beethoven symphonies. This one, Mozart Requiem, Iron Maiden, Ghost, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. Lots of cool stuff I've been to. And Roger Waters, even. I'm a big Pink Floyd fan. So. And Symphonie Fantastique by Berlioz, the total great. Ah, save the rest of the abdominal strength for the barbell squats because now it's squatting time. And this camera is fine as is because at least it shows how deep I go. I'm supposed to go deep. There you go. It's very heroic, very triumphant. If Mars is the villain, Jupiter is the hero. That's what I feel when I hear this music. Some weird, like, RPG dating sim puzzle game made by Atlas on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox. Oh, too much activity to explain the game. I just recommend it. Ah, oh. I don't see any point in squatting anymore because I need to increase the weight. And anyway, I hope I can see the planets live soon because it was a massive experience. It's just massive as our solar system. Well, our solar system is mostly just void. The distances between our planets are so vast you can't even imagine those distances. It took the New Horizons at least a decade to reach Pluto, and that thing was moving pretty fast. Ha. Yeah, the music and everything is cool, but I gotta finish off my workout now and go to the gym and train with some real iron. That music would be great with it. Too bad gyms don't play music like that. It's like this triumph at the end.
good note to stop the video on. Have a good one.